Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I'm Captain Forest Falcon, and today what we are going to be doing is we are going to be starting the first dungeon in the game. Are you guys excited? You better dang well be, because I'm excited! So, first of all, we're going to put that gigantic Goron that... Okay, there we go. For a minute I completely forgot how to play again, but we're good, we're good. Yeah, so it's been a while since I've recorded this, as you can probably expect from me. But, yeah, we're gonna hopefully get a nice chunk of this dungeon started. How you doing, Tubby? Yeah, you've been sitting on that rock just sneezing all this time. You must have been exhausted from doing that. So, yeah, just go to sleep, and because it's at an angle, he just rolls right off. Don't worry, he's a Gorons. Gorons live through pretty much everything. Like, honestly, I don't know why the Gorons would ever be concerned with the world ending or anything, because... Oh boy. Yeah, this is gonna be sketchy as all else. But yeah, I don't know why they'd be concerned, because they pretty much can survive anything. I mean, they can survive, getting shot out of volcanoes and what. Oh boy, this is not gonna go well. Especially in Twilight Princess, you have that one Goron that just gets launched out of a volcano in a rock. Oh, come on! Maybe I should stop rolling like that? No, I refuse. I refuse to let this game dictate anything to me. Okay, let's just... Why are you turning so much, Darmani? Why are you just turning so much? Is it because you need to fail 3 or more times? Come on! I even let go of it and you still went... AWOL. Okay, so yeah, clearly you can tell I haven't been practicing at all, so that should be good for the dungeon. But now, this is actually the kind of situation where normally I would like to just roll my way up this entire thing, but I don't want to have to repeatedly climb again. Why did I do that? Because let me tell you, going up that, it's sketchy as heck if you aren't just bang on with the controls. Like, seriously, it's just your momentum is constantly throwing you outward, not inward, so it's easy to get completely screwed over here. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, you know what? Fine. Fine, if you're gonna be this way, I'm just gonna take the moment to show off down here. Yes, this is the Great Stripper Fairies Fountain, where we will be taking all our Stripper Fairies after we have, you know, found the others in the dungeon. After all, that's what we do here. We go into dungeons, we get some Stripper Fairies, we bring them out, and we get stuff from the Great Stripper Fairy. And we get to hear her amazingly beautiful, Texas accent. Yes. Sounds like a 50-year-old Texan. Oh, come on! Sorry, but that is just completely... It's all sketchy. Maybe it's because I've been playing so much, I want to be the love trap that I just am used to failing at games now. My gosh, that Hatsune Miku just completely wrecked me for everything I will be doing in the future. Let me tell you, when you have to record something again and again for 4 hours... Okay, I let go right at that time! What is wrong with you? I should almost consider starting over this episode, but no, I will persevere on. You know, this is why sometimes it's better to just walk. Okay! Why did you just walk off the edge? Why? I even stopped at such an early point! Okay, you know what? Thank gosh I went into that tunnel, otherwise we'd be here for another 3 hours. Anyway, so... I'm gonna continue using my perfect strategy of proving that Deku Link is more optimal than every single other character in the game for every situation. So, like, sure, I could be going so much faster as Darmani, but since Darmani can't stay anywhere on ledges, I'm just gonna walk up here as Deku Link. Because Deku Link is faster than regular Link, and he doesn't fall off edges any time that something threatens to throw him off the edge. Okay, Snow Boulder, you think you can handle the Deku? Ugh! Yeah, look at that Deku, just taking right through those Snow Boulders. Gives zero cares whatsoever. Oh my gosh. It took like 5 minutes to get into the dungeon. I don't know, I might just cut that in with exploits of my rage and just be pissed overall. I agree, it doesn't look like we can get in there. And yeah, I just killed everything, but Dekulik's a badass, he does it off screen. Now, I don't know why they need to put that boulder in there. I think they just wanted to put it into the... just for the sake of having Goron Link have another function. Thank you, Wolfos, for dying. But anyway, this is where dungeons start getting a lot more complicated, as you will very soon see. In truth, this dungeon definitely had me raging because things got so confusing to me a lot. Now, you see that ferry in there? We can't actually get it from just anywhere. I believe that this is where we can shoot it out from. No, not quite there. It's actually... No, actually, this is right. Good, good. I remembered. Okay, this is where my amazing arrow skills come into play. Yes. Wait, why am I turning into a Deku? This is actually a very terrible place to be a Deku, clearly. Okay, I guess this may be one situation where you don't necessarily want to be Dekulik, just because of the fact that there's freaking fire everywhere, and that's an instant respawn at the start of the room, if you get hit by that. Now, I believe that there was another stray fairy in this room. Correct me if I'm wrong? Yes. Yes, I'm good. I'm glad that I'm remembering these stray fairies, because trust me, or stripper fairies, because it gets really tricky in some of these later dungeons. You have to do some nifty little backtracking and whatnot to make your way. Screw turning into a Goron, I'm just gonna take it as Link. Yeah, pretty much I got used, right from the beginning. You get kind of used to taking those sort of things in the 3D Zelda games. Like, you remember the graveyard in Ocarina of Time? That room that had all those Redeads? Yeah, anytime that I'd go there, I would just take it as Link. Forget fighting those Redeads. Because, yeah, like lots of people, I got terrified of Redeads. And there's no point in me talking about Redeads right now, considering that we're in an area that's about as far away from Redeads as possible. And now, this is actually a cool thing about how they made ice play a part in this. Oh gosh. Not in the sense that it freezes you while you're doing runs, but in the sense that, you know, since normally on regular surfaces, Darmani will end up just taking off at an incredibly fast speed. In the instances where he starts out on ice, he'll just sort of skid his way across, which is cool. It's cool. Yes, everything in this area is cool. And not because it actually is. Oh, hello. I don't think we've really seen much of the real bomb chews, but ideally all you need to do is use your shield. Like heck, just walk into them, kaboom, he's gone. Now let's break some boxes. Just freaking well punch them. Okay, so there's just money in there. Although now I could check with the Great Fairy's Mask, but fact is that I... Thank you, emulator. Fact is that I know that there's a stripper fairy in here. The stripper fairy is higher up. Oh, don't you just love? He's so huge that he can hardly fit on the screen. Oh, hi, Tattle. How are you doing? We haven't seen you in a while. Oh yeah, there was also one right there, just floating. That's an easy one to miss, just the one that's floating there, right out in the open. It's the most commonly missed stripper fairy out of all of them in Majora's Mask, don't you know? I could kill these guys now, but I will... there's one I can't exactly reach right now, so I'll save them for later. I mean, truth be told, I think I could possibly reach it with a bomb chew, but I'm not going to waste time doing that. Now this is a room you're going to be coming back to a lot. The central room of this dungeon. And boy oh boy is it a complicated one. Let's see. Stairs are there, right? Do I need to go down yet? Yeah, I'm going to just go down right now, get Stripper Fairy out of the way. Where are you, giant switch in the lava? There we go. And I don't believe this is timed at all or anything. It's actually pretty simple, to be honest. Ow, I couldn't even see that guy. Sheesh, will you stop flying into me? Thank you. But yeah, a very useful thing, being a Goron is the fact that you can just sort of walk in lava. It's just kind of like, it feels nice and refreshing. Gorons have absolutely nothing to worry about when it comes to things like just getting burned alive or whatnot. The only thing that they have a problem with is sinking to the bottom. And truth be told, that isn't really a problem in the cases of, say, things like Twilight Princess and whatnot, because clearly there was a Goron that survived being at the bottom of a lake. So they don't die necessarily or anything. I guess it's just that in this game, it's kind of a game over because of the fact that you could never actually get out on your own. So the game has to treat it as a hazard. What's in here? Ah, yes. We'll be coming back to this room, but not by the lower route. Now, if you're just trying to get through the dungeon, you only have to pull this out just enough to get into that room, but we want to get everything, so we will set it up so we can get ourselves another stripper fairy. Yes, this game's all about the stripper fairies, man. Just all about the stripper fairies. I mean, sure, you could just go and play through the dungeon, finish the game faster, but you know, the true fun is in getting all the stripper fairies. Preferentially on your first time being here. But we had to come here anyway because in this chest there is a small key. Yes. And now with that we are actually done in this area because there's nothing else we can really do as of right now. Or actually there is. There is one thing we can do. And it has nothing to do with a Deku, unfortunately. But we go and get ourselves back humanized. Because we haven't been a human enough in this Let's Play at all. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Seeing Tattle fly up there. I wonder if that's going to be important at all. No, not in the slightest. That has nothing to do with this. Die, Wolfos. I'll let you live. Hey! I said I was gonna let you live, and then you stab me in the back. Your brethren are all gonna die. Okay, come on. Oh my gosh. I really hope it wouldn't lag so much. Maybe it's because I'm running with minimal settings on my computer, but oh well. Anyway, in this chest, what do we have? We have the compass, so we've got the map, we've got the compass. All we need now is the big key, or boss key. Yeah, it was still called the boss key in this game. We get that, and we're good to go. For some reason, Gorons can't use bombs. The only ones who can use bombs are humans. And... ow. That didn't work out as well as I planned. And you know, I don't really listen to the dungeon music that much in this area. Oh, come on, that so had it, but... it's kind of got a couple of neat, subtle things to it. Like now that I'm just listening to it. Just those little finesse notes that are playing. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Oh, come on, you stupid fairy. Like, I mean, of course I know that part. But it's things like that you hear when it's just, like, past that part. Shut up, Wolfos! I'm not paying any attention to you. Wait, oh yeah, we can't actually do anything there. We need to find something first. This room is a little bit of fun. It's where we have all of these here. Let's just go ahead and break some of them ahead of time. There we go. Now we just break them one at a time and destroy everything. Actually, do I even need to break anything more than that? I believe that I don't. Oh, the world's shaking. I forgot that it's final day. We're actually on a bit of a time limit here. Let's see, how much time do we actually have? Well, okay, well, it's still early on the final day. Early on the final day. Might be cool. We might end up, who knows, if we take long enough, we might actually be here when moon starts falling and everything, and get to have a nice final showdown at the end of the days. And here, another stripper fairy. And sometimes you can actually just tell where the walls are. They make it kind of obvious in some sense. So you don't even really need to use the lens of truth. And of course we need to break this, because there's literally no other reason to come up here except for the fact that inside this snow boulder is another small key. So we can go further once again. And I'm not going to bother with breaking any more of this ice. I mean, it's just going to waste our time. And look, we're only 3 rupees away from maxing out, so I'm going to enjoy those few moments before I have a perfect rupee count again. Now this is a common mechanic that comes in Majora's Mask, which is ground pounding these switches, which you can only do as a Goron. Now this puzzle is actually really cool, because as you saw when we pounded the yellow one, it actually brought something up blocking our way out there. So to bring it down, what you actually have to do is you actually have to ground pound this one, which you might not even think looks like a switch at first. Like, it took me a while to actually figure that out my first time. Nor the enemies, because they don't know what they're doing. Ow. And now we are in a danger zone, to be honest. You want to be a bit careful here, because yeah, you fall down, you're gonna have to come all the way back up. It's no fun, let me tell you. Okay, good. I actually just barely made it across there. Okay, so we want to zoom across here without falling. And this is actually the first mini-boss right in here. And now, because like I said, Optimal is a Deku, I'm gonna fight this guy entirely as a Deku. And hopefully this isn't going to wreck me or anything. It shouldn't, because this guy uses ice, not fire. But there's another Wizrobe in the future that will use fire. Okay, cool. I don't even have to stun him before attacking. I can just spin into him with my hat. Yeah! Take that! How do you like those dang steel bubbles, man? Haha! Sorry, it's just so much fun fighting these guys as a Deku. Now, where are you? Woo! Between the eyes. And now we're on to his second phase here, where he is going to be splitting up into several different images. Realistically, this mini-boss really isn't actually that hard. As you can see, you can actually sort of find him most times before he even gets his attack off. Especially as a Deku, because Dekus just spin around and hit everything. See, he still hasn't gotten a shot off, so what am I telling you? Deku is optimal. The only problem with being a Deku is that Dekus kind of just are a bit slow. Wow, so that mini-boss wasn't much of a problem, and oh, nice, right on top of the chest. So, we're going to get ourselves a nice little item here, and then we are going to end this episode off. So what do we got? What do we got? You remember the last dungeon, you might be able to guess, but it's a fire arrow! So, in the first dungeon, you get the bow. In the second dungeon, you get the fire arrow. So, first we got the bow, and now we start getting arrow upgrades. So, since there are 4 dungeons in the game, you can guess that it's going to be bow, arrow, arrow, arrow. So we've got 2 more arrows in the other dungeons, but like I said, that's going to do it for this episode. So may you soar like the amazing falcons you are, and have a wonderful day. Peace out. Whee! Side jump, backflip.